Because I'm recording.
Their policy.
Photography isn't a crime in public.
No photographs of the staff.
Supervisor.
Okay,
They're
what's your
supposed to be
name?
on multiple floors. I'm not going to tell you. You
So
said you was going to go to the first floor.
strangers.
You said you was going to go downstairs to the...
Read the policy. Right there. I'm handing it to you.
Told me.
Who is he?
The security guard. The head security guard said that you need...
I said you can't put their library policy over the law. I'm not breaking the law, which means I have a right to be here. It's a public building.
Okay.
My taxes fund this building.
Welcome to Mr. White, the place where real encounters between law enforcement and the people unfold before your eyes. A dramatic confrontation unfolded when a citizen exercised his right to film in a public space. He was ordered to leave by security personnel and the police despite not violating any laws. This First Amendment auditor did not back down. He challenged the security officers, cited legal statutes, and demanded a reasonable explanation. However, instead of protecting civil rights, the police used the library's internal policy as justification to force him out. This raises a crucial question. Can a policy override the Constitution? The original video was recorded by Good Guy Activism, a channel dedicated to exposing confrontations between citizens and law enforcement. Visit their channel to watch the full event unfold. What would you do in this situation? Leave a comment below and subscribe to Mr. White for more critical legal analysis on civil rights.
He spoke to you already, right? You said you was going to the first floor, right?
Who are you?
You.
Who are you?
I'm a security supervisor.
Okay,
They're
what's your
supposed to be
name?
on multiple floors. I'm not going to tell you. You
So
said you was going to go to the
speak to
first floor.
strangers.
You said you was going to go downstairs to the first floor to
Why are
file
you
a
yelling?
complaint.
It's a library.
Because you're being trouble.
It's a library.
Yeah, but you're threatening, you're making people uncomfortable here.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Well, you shouldn't be here then.
I have a right to be here.
All right, so waste your time. So what purpose are you serving here?
Why are you yelling?
Because I want to know what you're
It's a
serving because you're
library.
recording staff members here.
How can I help you?
You work here?
What can I do for you?
Okay, so clearly you act like you work here.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, keep talking.
You made contact with me,
I don't
right?
care. Y'all leave the building now.
Why would I need to do that?
Because we're recording you and we're getting our evidence too. So you can record all you want. All right?
Oh, now I can record all I want?
Yeah, you're already doing it. So.
Okay. Is there a law being
But
broken?
didn't you say you wanted to file a complaint with the first floor?
Yeah,
So what's the issue?
I'll be there.
So what's the issue?
Is there-
Why are you recording staff members in the
is-
facility?
Is there a time limit that I have? I have to go right
All
now.
right, so you're questioning the question, even though I work here.
Won't even identify yourself, sir. I don't even know who you are, sir. What does that mean? Security for what? Security for what?
Huh?
Security for what? You know how I know who works here? Because they're in the staff-only section.
That's right. You like
You're not
to
in the
believe that, but
staff-only
you don't work
section.
here to know who works here. So why would I waste
That's
my
why
time holding a radio and have a pin on?
That's why I'm recording.
Exactly.
So I can see
You're
who
just
works
here
there.
wasting people's time with some narrative that you have of your own.
Did I force you to come talk to
Did
me?
you say?
Am I forcing you to stand here and talk to me?
Staff members, you were going to come and file a complaint on the first floor, but yet you
Which
keep
I
going
will.
to every
Which
floor.
I will.
So you should.
What is your point? What point are you making
What
right now?
purpose are you serving?
My purpose.
Okay, an imaginary purpose.
Okay. Have a good day. You literally came up to me to tell me nothing.
Whatever you want to do.
What did you come up to me to tell me?
And you are a threat here right now.
How? My camera's a
Because we don't
threat?
know why you're here. What purpose are you serving here, recording staff members in the building?
I'm working on a story.
Okay, you're working on a story, so you refuse to contact library officials. So
Why
you
would I
have
do that?
permission to do that.
Why would I do that?
Because
That's
you're
one way to
assuming-
do it.
Okay, but I don't know what you're here for.
That's one way to
All
do
right,
it.
But if we call the NYPD, what are you going to say to them?
That I'm in the, what can I say?
Yeah, I wonder what you're going to say.
What law is being broken? It's a public building. I have a right to be
You
here.
haven't read the rules and
I have a right
regulations
to
of the
be
library,
here.
But you haven't read the rules and
Why don't you read the
regulations of library.
Constitution?
There's nothing to do with Constitution.
Of
Stop
course
bringing
it
up
does. Of
Constitution.
course it does.
This is an
The
institution
Constitution-
that has rules and policies here.
The Constitution is the highest law of the land.
NYPD because we don't know what you're serving.
I just told you. Call the cops for you call the cops for crimes. There's no crime here. Photography is not a crime in public. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Yeah, I'm conducting business, but I'm walking around working on my story. There's not a time limit. I don't have to rush. I have a right to be here. Until this library closes, I have a right to be here. There's a camera right there. There's a camera right there. There's a camera right there. There's cameras all over this building. It's a public building. Everywhere you go in public, you're being recorded. I feel offended by the way I was treated. What can you do for me?
Just file a complaint.
Nothing, right?
Just file a complaint downstairs.
We're in public. I'm peaceful. Have I this me? My camera is not a disturbance. Now, if I'm cursing people, wow, that's a disturbance in public. But me just simply recording. What if I was praying here and he didn't like my religion? Is my religion a disturbance? Do I have a right to pray here? Right. My rights cannot be deemed a disturbance. And the way he approached me, he's above you.
I'll take care. He's not above me. I'll take care.
You need something called de-escalation.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I ain't going nowhere. I don't commit crimes, so I don't run from the law. Tell him it's good guy activism.
No, black. Yes. And the army fatigue that. Yes.
When they ask you what crime, be sure to tell them what crime.
He's currently on the second floor recording people when he's not supposed to. No, nobody needs medical attention, and plus, he doesn't seem like he has any weapons on him.
What crime are you reporting? Keith Johnson.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Mr. Johnson, what crime are you reporting?
You're about to find out.
Photography is a crime in public?
Before you talk, you should read this. All right?
It's not against the law. It's not against the law. Do you know that I've recorded in every major branch, every library, major branch?
Can you be on standby for NYPD, please?
That's so funny.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Repeat that again. Be on standby for NYPD. Copy.
Hi. I was wondering if you could print out the policy for me.
Policy.
The library policy. Do you have it like in depth?
In
Like
terms
a-
of what, like the rules and regulations?
Yeah, but like in depth.
Yeah, I could print you out what's on the public website.
Thank you so much. Because I'm pretty sure that means commercial purposes.
Yeah, I'll print it out for you.
Is this the biggest library in New York? This one and the one across the street? The one across the street is, right?
Well, it's the main research library.
That's the... Is there a flagship library for the 5 boroughs?
Oh, actually, we have 3 different systems in New York in New York City. We have New York Public Library, and that covers Manhattan, the Bronx, and Staten Island. And we also have the Brooklyn Public Library, which covers Brooklyn. And we have the
Queens Public Library, yeah.
So each system has its own rules and regulations.
This would be considered New York Public Library, right?
Yeah, this is like the main circulating branch of the New York Public Library, although there's a lot of high circulating branch in the New York Public Library.
Would this wouldn't be you guys don't have a flagship location, do you?
It wouldn't be called a flagship per se, but this is the main circulating library.
Okay.
Building.
All right. It's also the biggest one, right? The one across the street?
Yeah, in that branch, you could read books there, but you can't take them out. It's just for research.
Yeah, it's just for research. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to see what they meant, like in depth on that policy, because I'm sure that means commercial purposes, but I don't need nobody's permission to exercise my rights in public.
Print you what I have here.
You guys didn't ask nobody's permission to record us, right? Because it's public.
I can't comment on any of it.
I understand, ma'am. I'm mostly just speaking to myself. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
If I want to file a complaint on Mr. Johnson, would I do that through you or would I do it through the library?
No, you go downstairs the first floor. All the
They're
complaint
gonna
form
give
is
you a paper.
downstairs.
It has a blank, black lines on it.
I know you guys said that you're separate, you're Securitas, so would I go through Securitas to file a complaint?
No,
Or I
you
could
do
do both?
And then,
You can do
do
it.
it with us downstairs, and then I'll put it in the system and send it to them.
Okay, who would handle that? Who's your guys?
Well, he's not here. He's not here today. His name is Michael Watson,
Michael Watson, and do you know his title?
senior investigator.
Okay, all right, yeah.
So just do the report downstairs with
Because there's a certain way you talk to people. One, I'm recording. 2, you're at work. So if there's a certain, you guys have been professional every time.
We've dealt with you.
You know.
You bring us back to
Right.
us. We're going to return the same favor.
Right.
We're just doing our job, and you're doing your rights.
One of the reasons why I continue to come back here is to normalize the First Amendment.
Right.
To where like everybody in this library, this is one of the biggest libraries in New York.
Yes, it is.
So it's to normalize the First Amendment and to educate. That's it. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not cursing nobody out. Even though he was raising his voice at me, I still try to remain calm. You know what I mean? It's just about being professional, bro.
Like I said, sir, you do what you have to do. We're just doing our job.
If he was educated on the fact that we have the First Amendment, right? Because if I could pray in here, I could record in here.
Yeah.
So,
Man, you could pray in here
and the
too.
police are gonna come because what crime are you calling for? So if I was drinking a juice, you got a policy that says no drinks, right? So if I was drinking a juice, you're gonna call the police on me? It's not a crime. God bless him, though. Is this for me, ma'am?
Yeah, I have something else for you too.
Okay. That was fast. You're good.
This is on the public website, so I can give this to you.
And this goes in depth, right?
I'll give you some more. This is general rules, and this is.
Yeah, this doesn't really go in depth.
This probably has something that pertains to. And I have something else.
1020.
I have something else I can give you too.
This is about contributing. Do you know who handles your FOIAs?
Sorry?
Do you know who handles your FOIA request?
My FOIA request?
Uh-huh. Your public records request?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I could give you the numbers of the administration.
Thank you. This is what I wanted to see.
On the public website. Yeah, because we don't make the rules. We just have to follow them.
Do you know where I could get a book on the Constitution?
Constitution
On the First
of the United
Amendment?
States?
Mm-hmm.
I can find that for you. I don't have my card. The computer?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Can you make a reservation as well?
Yeah.
This is so funny. The first line, do you know what this first line says?
What?
Handheld cameras are permitted. Come on now.
Excuse me. Can you move it a little bit? I'm gonna.
No problem, no problem. I understand. You see what that first line says?
Okay, yeah. I told you, sir, I know the rights that you have. I just want you to go down and speak to the first floor. They can spray it to you.
And I was.
Yeah.
I was on my way there, but
Right.
I'm not gonna rush. You know what I mean?
Hey, how's it going? Listen, so their policy is you can't record in here.
You're NYPD now? You're NYPD now?
Always been. Listen,
No.
You have to leave because
Oh, I
you're
know
not allowed
you.
to record in here.
You want to read their policies?
Their policies that you cannot record in here.
The
and
first
their
line.
Their staff is asking us to
I
remove you,
remember you.
and they. I don't remember you. I don't know.
I remember you.
Oh, that's nice. I hope you like me. Time to go. All right?
Why would I need to leave? I have a right to be here, and I'm conducting business.
No, you're not conducting business. And the
I
thing
am.
is that you have to go through.
Read the policy. Right there. I'm handing it to
He
you.
told me.
Who is he?
The security guard, the head security guard said that you need to leave, and they have a right to kick you out.
Photography and photocopying policy, right? I'm going to read it to you because if you violate my rights,
Why?
you can't say
Sir,
that
they don't want
you
you
didn't
here. They don't
know.
want you here. That's our job.
It's no
I don't.
negotiation. It's
Yeah.
no.
So you could just ask anybody to leave a public
They
building
want you
just
to leave.
because.
Yes.
They want you to.
They
What
said
if I
they've
was-
gotten complaints from every staff member on every single floor that you're recording them and you're being a nuisance, and you're not allowed to do that inside
How
the
am I
library.
being a nuisance?
You have to leave.
How am I being a
You are recording them,
nuisance?
and you are not allowed to do that inside
So
the store.
photography
Yes
is
or
a
no?
nuisance?
Sir,
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
They can't record in here, right? You willing to? Nope. All right.
Read this. Handheld cameras are permitted.
Listen.
First
you
line.
have to
Handheld
leave.
cameras are permitted. This is their rules.
You have to. leave.
Why?
Why? Because you are not allowed.
What crime am I
You're not
committing?
part of any media. You do not have prior permission to record in here. You now have to leave.
I do
you
have
wanna
permission.
Step out civilly,
I wanna
or
speak
you
to your
wanna make this-
supervisor.
No problem. He's going to
Call
tell you
him.
the same thing.
No, he's
I'm
not.
Gonna tell you.
He's going to honor his oath to the Constitution.
Let's make a bet.
I don't want to deal with you because I already got you on camera.
Go ahead.
Cursing me out, so I don't want to deal with you.
Cursed ones.
I don't want to deal with you. I'd rather deal with somebody that I never had contact with. Because right now it seems like retaliation. You didn't investigate at all. You didn't do no investigation. You just went off of his word, right?
I want you to respond here.
Why are you asking me to leave a public place I have a right to
They want
be?
you to leave, so you gotta leave.
Okay, what if they wanted me to smack myself? I got to smack myself?
No, that's different.
Right. I have a right to be here just like everybody else. I'm not being disorderly. I'm walking around peacefully recording. The public workers.
Listen, my lieutenant's on
Can
the
I
way.
record
He's gonna
you?
explain-
Can I
Yes,
record
have every
you? So
right
why
to
can't I
record
record
me.
the city workers?
They're not city workers.
They
They're
work
they're
New York
library
is
workers.
funded.
They are security guards.
The public library is
We are
funded by
police
tax
department. You
dollars.
record me all you want.
I can record government workers in the
You
course of their
can't record
duty.
inside here.
Read
No.
case law. You need to read case
Why?
law because
No.
you enforce the law.
My job right now
Do
is
your
to
job.
exit you out of this building.
Why? What crime did I
Because They
commit?
don't want you in here.
Why would they
you're
ask me to
being
leave?
disorderly. You're being
How?
a nuisance, and now you have other people watching.
How am I being a nuisance? How?
You were
By
refusing
simply
to
recording?
leave. They asked you to stop recording.
They never
multiple
asked me to
times.
leave. They never asked me
Really?
to leave.
Because I can ask him, and he can say the opposite.
I have on camera. Have you guys ever asked me to leave since I've been here? Have you asked me to leave? Have you asked me to leave since I've been here? Nope. First thing they said when I came in the building was you could record.
Listen, you can hang out here, wait. We don't
I'm
need
gonna
argue
wait
it.
for your
My lieutenant-
supervisor.
My lieutenant's going to be here.
Why not
okay?
honor your oath? Why not protect my
I'm
rights?
honoring my oath.
I'm in a
These
public
people-
building.
These nice men called me here, and they called us to escort you out of this building, and that's as far
Why
as I'm
would you-
concerned with
why would
today.
you escort me
We
out
don't
the
need to
building?
continue any more conversation.
You escort me out if
You
I'm
want-
being disorderly, if I'm
Yes.
somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I'm impeding
They
business.
Said that they
me,
said you were not allowed to record.
Can I
don't
finish
work
my
for this
sentence?
building, and quite
Can I finish my
honestly,
sentence?
I work with people in New York, and that's what they've asked
Right,
me to
you
do
work
here
for me.
today.
You work for me.
I also work for them.
You work for me.
So you understand that, right?
And they're not exercising their rights. I am.
Yeah. No,
Peacefully.
They are peacefully asking us to escort you out.
For what crime?
You're not allowed to record in here.
He just said I was. And it says right here on their policies.
Because he
Read their
He
policies.
actually just said you weren't allowed to record in
He
here.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Listen, he's the head security
Read-
guard as far as I'm
read the
concerned,
policy.
and we were asked to escort you
Read
out.
their policy.
I'm not. I don't need to read their policy. I don't.
So I'm not
I don't
violating
abide
their
by
policy.
the
So why would you
library
ask me to
rules.
leave?
I abide by what the security
And I'm not
guards
breaking
say.
the law.
Listen, this is a civil matter, and
I don't want to talk to you no more
lieutenant's
because
on his way.
this is retaliation. You're trying to retaliate against me
Retaliate for what?
because I recorded you before. So
I don't remember you ever.
I remember you. I remember you. You work at Midtown South, right?
It's on my press bar.
Yeah,
yes.
I didn't even look at that. I already know.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm. If I was somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I was cursing people out, if I was being disorderly,
Listen, I'm just here to escort
every
you
time
out
I
the
talk, you
gas.
cut me off.
Listen, like you said, you
Me
don't wanna
simply
speak, then don't
recording,
speak.
me recording is not a disorder. Is not a disturbance.
You're being a disturbance to these people. They
How?
asked you to leave. I don't know.
Because
Listen,
they
I
don't
wasn't
like
here
what
all
I'm
day.
doing. What if they didn't like my
don't
shirt?
really-
What if they didn't like my religion? You're gonna
Why
escort
is
me
your
out of a
religion
public
getting
building?
involved? This is
Because
just about
this
you
is a
recording
right.
inside
It's
the
called
library.
freedom of religion. So if I was praying
And the
here,
staff has asked you to leave.
ma'am,
I don't know what more you want me to say.
if I
or
was
do.
praying in this library and they didn't like that I was my religion, they wanted me out because I was praying. You gonna enforce their feelings, or do I have freedom of religion?
Are you praying right now?
I wanted to.
So
I came to this library for
go
multiple
ahead and
reasons.
pray.
You gonna ask me to leave while I'm praying because they don't like my religion?
What is going on right here? We didn't find you praying.
I'm
You're
going to
recording
pray before I
people.
leave. I came here to conduct business.
The only way
I came here to utilize the library for its purposes.
The only way I'm leaving here right now is if my lieutenant tells me you can stay.
Why wouldn't I be able to stay? I'm not being disorderly. All I'm doing is walking around quietly recording the New York City public workers, which I have a right to do. I can record the government while you're at work.
You'll see what my lieutenant says, okay? How about that? Deal? And then
Sure,
if
that's
he
why I
says you're
asked for
good-
him.
And if you're good to stay, then I'll leave.
The
No problem.
Constitution and the law says I'm okay.
Constitution has
What
nothing
you
to do
swore an
with
oath
this
to do.
library. No.
What does the Constitution have to do with?
business.
Does the Constitution have to do with your job?
Oh. This is.
Does the
maybe it's
Constitution have to do with your
This
job?
has nothing to do with the Constitution. This
It
is
does for
just
me.
us asking
It does
you to
for
leave
me.
Because they said you're being disorderly, and they're not comfortable with you recording
Do you
inside
wanna-
here, and they said that you're not allowed to record inside here. We don't
Read
have
their
to.
policies. Read it. Read the first line. Read the first bulletin.
They just gave this to me. That last bullet point says
Let me
no
see.
photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken.
That's what
Okay, they work for the government. There's case law that I can record
It
them.
doesn't
part of their
matter.
policy,
That's what we're
and they
here
don't
to
wanna be
explain to you. They
recorded.
said that the staff members don't want you recording.
Okay,
them.
I'm still not committing a crime. I have a right to be in a public
And they
building.
have the right to escort you out.
Why would they do that if I'm conducting business?
But you're not anymore. They're asking you to
I
stop.
am though, because I still have to
If you
file
wanna stay in
complaints.
this- if you wanna stay in
I
this
still have to
library,
file
no problem. You have to
complaints.
stop, though.
I still have to
not-
file complaints, and I still have to do a FOIA request.
You want,
And I still want to pray before I leave.
how do you file a complaint?
On the first floor.
First,
Circulation desk, they'll hand them a piece of paper and
do you want to go to the first floor?
I was going there before you guys came.
Well, listen, I have no problem you filing a complaint.
If I was committing a crime, then you have a right to escort me out.
They're just
This
trying
is a
to
public
enforce their
building.
policy.
Yes.
This
You
is
cannot put
literally
policy
we're
over
showing it
law.
to you.
You cannot put policy over law. What if the policy said no black people? You want to enforce that?
That's
You
not
can't
their
put policy over law.
That's not going to happen.
The,
and
the
that's
government
not their
can't make
policy.
the government
Listen,
can't
do you
make
wanna
policies
a-
that
do you
violate the
wanna
law
make- do you wanna
or
go
the
make a complaint
Constitution.
Right now? 'Cause we'll walk
Yeah,
down
I'm
with you.
going
Come on.
there. You put policy over law? Since when? Out of here. I've recorded libraries in every 5 boroughs, all 5 boroughs. And it's not a problem because it's not against the law. You swore to protect my rights. You're supposed to come here and enforce the law, not their policy.
This floor? One more floor? Okay.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you're not in cuffs. No, you're not.
So I'm
You are
free.
being escorted down to the
So I'm
front
free.
floor. No, you
Am I
have
being
to leave.
detained?
You have to leave.
Am I
Being
detained for a
means-
crime?
Being detained means you're being stopped and you're under investigation.
Am I being
You
detained for a
have to
crime?
leave. I just explained to you not being detained. You do
All
have
right,
to
then,
leave.
so that means I'm
Are you
free,
listening
right?
to
Anything she's,
You're not listening
I
to
feel like
what
she's
I'm saying.
explaining things
Am I
clear to you
detained
and you're
for a
like
crime?
doing the runaround.
Come on.
Am I detained for a
Come on.
crime?
We're gonna go downstairs and you can make a complaint.
You can go wherever you
Whatever.
want. I'm free. I'm not detained.
We are going downstairs and you can either leave or you can go make a complaint. They don't want you in here. They have a right to not have you in here. If you want to take that up civilly, go right ahead and you can make a complaint and start that process. However, their policy says right here, no.
I don't care about their policy, bro.
Other researchers
I don't care about their
or
policy, bro.
may be taken.
I'm not breaking the
That's
law.
exactly what you're doing in here,
I'm not
and
breaking
they
the
have a
law.
right to escort you out because you
No,
are
they don't.
exactly violating.
No, they don't.
You're violating the
No, they
staff
don't.
members.
I have a constitutional right to record in public. It's called the First Amendment. It's called the First Amendment. You know what the Constitution is? The highest law of the land. You can't put a fucking lie over the Constitution. Are you crazy? You swore over to the Constitution. You ain't swear over to the library's policy. And if they deny me public services, I'm gonna sue them. If you violate my rights, I'm gonna sue you. You ain't swear over to the library's policy. You forgot what your oath is to? The Constitution. Smug ass. Took an oath for what? Where's your lieutenant at so I can speak to him?
He's on his way. He's on another job.
He probably has more pressing matters than somebody exercising their rights in a public building. Listen what? Are you gonna honor your oath?
It is what it is. I'm
So what
honoring
is
my
it?
oath. They
No,
asked
it's
me to
not.
escort you out.
Let me ask you a
Right here,
question.
You violated their policy.
Let me
Yes
ask you
or
a
no?
question. Can you put that
Yes
policy
or
over the
no?
law?
Did you not violate their policy that's right here? Circled
What's
on
higher,
chart for
that
you?
policy or their law?
This is their right. This is their building. This is their
This is
establishment.
our building. It's the people's building.
Their establishment,
It's a people's
and they have a
building.
right to escort
It's
you
a
out.
public
now, I'm
building.
Here to do this civilly,
I pay
and I don't wanna
taxes to
force
be in
you
this
out of here,
building.
okay? My lieutenant's pulling up. Is that him right there? No,
Well, he
that's
could
not
come
him.
find me.
That's not him. That's traffic. With the lights on.
You put policy over law?
I'm putting them right now.
Of course you do.
This is my job.
Of course you do.
This is
Of
what
course
I'm here for.
your job is to
Do you
enforce the
wanna
law.
go? Do you want to make a complaint?
Your job is to enforce the law. Is there a law being broken right
Do you
now?
want to come?
What law am I breaking?
Do you want to make a complaint?
Yeah,
while we wait
don't.
for my
Yeah, avoid that
lieutenant?
question.
Come on.
Avoid that question. What law am I
I've
breaking?
already answered you multiple times.
What
You're
law am
being
I breaking?
disorderly. You're not
How?
under arrest.
How
You
am
are not
how am I
under
being
arrest.
disorderly, ma'am?
Because you're
Because I'm
violating
recording?
their policy.
Photography
right here,
isn't a
right
crime
here.
in
Look,
public.
No photographs of the staff, other
Photography
researchers,
isn't
or
a
certain
crime
reading
in
rooms
public,
may be taken.
and you can't
wanna
turn
know
photography
why
into.
Why'd you show us that piece
You
of
can't
paper?
turn
Now that
photography
now that
into
we
a
pointed
crime.
that out, now it doesn't
You
matter.
can't
Now
to
the
show
piece
you
of paper
how
means nothing.
because I record in libraries all over the city.
You're contradicting
Because I have the right
yourself.
to.
You're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm following the law.
Yes, you are.
The
This is
law
not-
that you swore to protect. You enforce the law. You
That's
enforce
what we're
policies.
doing.
So
That's
what
we're
law
doing.
am I
We're doing our
breaking?
job.
What law
You're
am I
being
breaking?
disorderly.
How? By
Oh, look, the
recording?
lieutenant is right here.
Okay. Is he going to help me file my complaint?
He keeps saying he's violating his rights, that we're violating his rights because he's clearly breaking their policy that says no photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken. And he's saying we're violating his constitutional right that he's allowed to record in here, and their policy doesn't matter. And he requested you because
How you
we're
doing?
violating his rights.
All right.
Or this is what I said. I said you can't put their library policy over the law. I'm not breaking the law, which means I have a right to be here. It's a public building.
Okay.
My taxes fund this building. Do I not have a right to be here?
Okay. The representatives at the library doesn't want you at this location.
Why? Because I'm exercising my rights in public.
You have to
I still have I'm conducting business in this building, and once I finish my business, I was going to leave.
I know they don't want you here anymore.
I have to file a complaint. I have the right to redress my government.
I know, but you have to do that. You could probably file a complaint outside, but you have to leave. They don't want you here.
Am I breaking the law?
Well,
Nobody asked me to leave. You guys are the first person that came up to me.
you have to leave.
So if I don't leave, I'm going to get arrested?
Well, yeah.
I need to hear you say that. If I don't leave this building, what's going to happen?
They're going to prosecute you.
You're going to arrest me?
No, the New York City Public Library is going to prosecute you.
Okay, so I have a reasonable amount of time to leave, don't I?
We're actually now. Can you please leave?
Okay, I can't leave through that way. I got to leave through this way.
Which way? That way?
And I still need the information that I came here to get.
I'll give you
Are you going to help me with that?
Yep. Whatever you need outside.
All right. I need all your cards
Yeah, come on.
and all of your names. So you're saying that you can just trespass people from public for no crime?
They don't
No
want you at
crime.
this location.
No crime. It doesn't matter what they want. I'm not
They don't
breaking the
want-
law.
You have to leave, sir.
You going to help me get my
I'll help you outside,
information?
absolutely.
So you're just going to violate my rights over a policy, right? That's fine. I'll be back. So am I trespassed from this location?
Well, no, you have to leave.
Am I trespassed from this
You
location?
won't be arrested if you leave.
I'm asking you a question. Can I come back to this location? Am I
I'll
trespassed?
speak to them if they want you back in there. I'll ask them right now.
It's a public building, right?
It's New York City Public Library. But you still gotta follow
Right.
the
New York
rules.
City Public Library.
Correct.
I have to follow the law.
You still have to follow their rules.
What if they had a rule that said no black people? You going to enforce that?
Listen.
You can't put that over the law, and you can't
guess
put that
what?
over the
They call
Constitution.
911, guess what?
Do I not have a right to record in public
Which
buildings?
information do you need, sir?
I need to file a complaint. I need all of your cards.
Okay. What's the
said you want to file a complaint. What's that?
Sure do.
Okay, what's the
New York
complaint?
City Public Library?
Yep. And the Securitas, too.
Okay.
And I need all their names.
My name is Lieutenant Fontaine.
I need your card, please.
All right, give my name right here. F-O-N-T-A-I-N-E.
Okay.
You want to write it down?
No, I want your card.
Okay. You,
I want to know who's violating my rights here today.
you want to know who's violating your
Yeah.
rights? Okay.
Because you don't put policy over the Constitution. I have a constitutional right to record in public. Many case laws have stated that. Supreme Court has ruled that.
No problem.
I know you don't give a fuck. This. I need your card, ma'am. Hello. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm coming back every day. Watch, I'll definitely be back. And I need a trespass notice.
Here you go.
Am I trespassed from this building?
Now you are. If you go back inside.
Am I trespassed? I'm coming back tomorrow. How long?
Tomorrow,
So how? I need a trespass. I need a trespass notice. I'll be back tomorrow.
You're so beautiful.
And I need your card. Dumbass bitch. My trespass from this building?
You gotta speak to the...
You came here, you're enforcing their feelings, you're enforcing their policy. So how long am I trespassing? Because I'll be back tomorrow.
You have to follow the rules of the building, but they're gonna present the...
I have to follow the law while I'm in public.
I know, but you gotta understand, it's a New York City public library, they
Right.
still have rules you still gotta follow. So as long as you
You
follow the rules,
cannot
you're
put
good.
their rules over the law, sir. How can you put their rules over the law?
No problem. Enjoy your day.
You didn't even give me the information, and I need to know how long am I trespassed from this building? You trespassed me for how long?
That's something you gotta take up with them.
I'm asking you.
You can't go inside the location.
I'll be back tomorrow. You gonna arrest me if I come back tomorrow? You wanna trespass me? I need a trespass notice. Fucking tyrants, bro. You will be getting a complaint. Follow their rules. I have to follow their fucking rules as long as I'm not breaking the law. Fucking tyrants. They can't make rules that violate the Constitution. I don't give a fuck what their rule is. That's why they don't have a rule that says no black people. Because it's unconstitutional. It's public. Fuck out of here. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe. I'm tired of these fucking tyrants, bro. Subscribe to the People's Podcast TV. Alright, till next time.
Can an internal policy override constitutional rights? The First Amendment protects freedom of the press, including the right to film in public spaces. If a library, funded by taxpayers, can impose vague restrictions on filming, it raises concerns about the erosion of free speech. This is not just a legal debate, but a test of how fairly the law is enforced. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, remember, stay calm, demand a clear legal explanation, record the interaction, and do not let internal policies overshadow your lawful rights. If you are not breaking the law, you are not obligated to leave a public space just because someone feels uncomfortable. Who do you think was right or wrong in this situation? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. White's channel for more crucial legal analysis to help you protect your rights.